Alright, there we go. Hi. Back. Sorry for the flip-flopping around. There we go. Did we lose anybody? Doesn't appear we lost anybody. Dope. Love it. Let me get Discord fired back up so you can hear Bob's voice again. Alright. I'm back in here. I hope you all enjoyed that wee little detour into Azeroth.
Yeah. Sorry about that. But internet is what internet does.
Yep.
So I don't know whether I ever told you the story about what's going on with my Facebook at the moment.
Mm-mm.
So so there is there's a thing at work, like a what's it called? An algorithm at work.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I clicked on a reel of someone who must be who had a cool cosplay, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is dope. It was like a super cool, like, Final Fantasy cosplay. This is the only one I've clicked on recently. But that person must either be some kind of fetish model or have, like, a lot of fetish clothing in their reels. Because all of my Facebook reels are now fetish stuff. Like leather and rubber and whips and chains and people trying to sell me chokers that say "cum slut," and I'm just like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Alright. Welcome.
All right, talking to the pleasant pawnbroker. Well, wait, I'm skipping through all this because we've already read all this.
Yep. Dare I hope you found our pawnbroker. Excellent work. And is that the katana?
Yeah, this, no doubt, gets to display. Craftsman is exquisite. Gonna sell it to you. Very expensive. I'll pay. Go for the offer. You give your weight signs by the katana. Tartary this. The Yak is a godfather that. Uh, up thing. Ah, here we go. I think this is what
The companion began clamoring for Dango, recommended the tea house, and thither they set off. Clamoring for Dango? Can these truly be the same people? Makes no sense. Some manner of code, perhaps, but it avails us not to speculate. Let us go to the tea house and see if we can pick up their trail.
tea house, which is that way. It is tele.
Ah, by the Etherite Plaza.
No, if you, I mean, yes, but you can also take the hosiery one as well and run up the. It's kind of equidistant between the two.
Alright, Ume.
Hey.
But of course I remember. How could I forget a pair like that? Most beautiful girl you'll ever see, scoffing down a dango as if her life depended on it, while some old samurai looked on. Not quite what I expected, I'll wager. Far be it for me to gossip about my customers, but he was planning to spirit her away across the Ruby Sea, out of the reach of her family, no doubt. When the girl had finally had her fill, they set off in the direction of the Shiokaze hostelry, presumably to find someone discreet with a boat. So, Gosetsu makes for Doma. But this woman who travels with him, the more I hear about her, the more I wonder if she can truly be Yotsuyu.
They fucking did it, Jordan. I'm telling you, they fucking did it.
Possibly?
That little laugh may have betrayed you, sir. All right, talking to you, Giri. Hope on the Waves. A picture of what seems to be an Empire gunship. Gosetsu's trail leads to the sea. That is where you giddy would go. Except.
While it does remain over the identity of Gosetsu's traveling companion, for now we can but follow the trail. Come, let us away to the pier, make ready to sail. With luck, Alize will have already joined Master Sotoban and Mistress Tataru there.
Very nice.
There you go.
Talking to Soroban.
Talk, talk, talk.
Talk to the turtle.
Excellent timing, my friends. Mistress Alize arrived mere moments ago.
All went well at my end. Yodo met with an Imperial officer and wheedled his way to some new information. It seems the troops who recently arrived in Kugane came directly from Garlemald. Imperials based here have been kept in the dark. That's not all. A contingent of the aforementioned troops are preparing for deployment to the Ruby Sea. If I didn't know better, I'd say they picked up Gosetsu's track.
Then your information matches ours. We are quite certain that Gosetsu seeks to cross to the mainland. I'm sorry, did I hear that right? You used Scion's funds to buy Gosetsu's katana at the asking price? Aye, well, we were in some haste, and it seemed a worthwhile gesture. Speaking of which, here's the contract of sale. Pray see that the man is paid. This doll's beard. You agreed to this? Give me strength. Well, it's not like the search can wait. You best be on your way.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna go call Louis to give this guy the clamps.
Yeah. But Alphino, we need to talk. I want you to come straight to the offices as soon as you get back. Promise me. Oh, very well. I shall call upon you as soon as I return. First, let us go to the Ruby Price. If Gosetsu has already set sail, the sentries there are sure to have seen him.
Alphino's gonna get a talking to about spending money. Oh, it looks like we're into a thingy.
Tataru seemed rather vexed, did she not? Ever the dramatist. I am sure our finances can stretch to a single sword. Remind me to
I think
explain
it's more the principle of you paying retail, friend.
Remind me to explain the value of such gestures when we next see her. Ah, but I digress. We have work to do.
Right, proceed.
Right. I suggest we begin by learning what we can from the sentries. What's going on up there?
Travelers, are you? You may wish to postpone your plans. The Garleans have launched an attack on the Confederacy. We have no reason to believe they'll turn their attention here, but for your own safety, I suggest you return to Kugane.
The Garleans bear no love for the Confederacy, but with Doma lost to them, why would they attack?
That's what I'm talking about, as I say.
Unless Yotsuyu is on that island.
Even if she isn't, our allies are under attack and they need our help.
I'm about to stab Awful Nerd.
We will help them while you remain with Soroban. Arguing will only delay us. Is that clear?
Fine, but you haven't heard the last of this.
Soroban, we may need to make a swift exit. See that the boat is ready to sail at a moment's notice.
The turtle just fucking waved.
What, and you're going to swim there, are you?
Care for the old man, yes? He's at the top. You'd best hurry.
If I were these 4 dudes, I'd have just said, nope, fuck it, I'm leaving.
Lady Yotsuyu, we're here to rescue you. Please, come with us. Stay back, Tsuyu.
Come on, dude, I've got something you don't have.
Are you all right?
Is he alright?
Great big bushy beard.
Kazetsu.
Damn it, it took too long. Change of plan. Eliminate hostiles. All forces, attack!
Yes, this is going to go swimmingly for you all.
And nothing could possibly go wrong, right? I think I may have not done this the right way.
Oh.
Yeah. I just kind of brute forced my way through the armor.
curious how Red Mage handles that last bit of the fight.
Which part?
There's a part where they get a whole bunch of the big mega mechs in, and Alphino wants you to surround them all in his around him, so he can do like a big AOE mega blast.
So you just so there's this weird thing in GTs with non-tank classes where if you hit something, it will attack you, even if there's a tank on the field. So you just stand in the blue circle and you hit everything, and they always run towards you. And then all you do is run around to stay out of their casts. And eventually Alphino's thing goes off, and then you just spam AoE.
Alright.
It was the dude beforehand that you're supposed to lure into all the exploding like bugs and things.
Yeah.
I just brute forced it.
Yeah, I did. I
just killed it.
Did that too.
It's over. The Imperials are retreating. I suppose we have you to thank for that. But they would never have come here were it not for her. I had a bad feeling the moment your samurai friend arrived with that woman in tow.
Do not be afraid, Suyu. These people are my friends.
Friends.
But we never had to pay the tithe again.
Forgive me, but at the risk of souring the mood, I believe you owe us an explanation. You may start by telling us what happened at Doma Castle.
Of course. I'll not begrudge you that. As you know, we were trapped inside the keep when it collapsed. But even as the roof crumbled above us, so too did the floor below. We were swept out into the One River, where we would surely have drowned had a stout door not chanced to float by, offering us a raft of sorts. Exhausted, we drifted out to sea, at the mercy of the tides, which saw fit to dispense us on a desert island.
She was with you the entire time.
Aye. 'Twas her kimono which saved her from Ian's blade, believe it or not. Some guardian witchcraft in the weave. But it offered precious little protection against the foe. Though she survived, she awoke bereft of all her memories, and speaking like a child.
A trick, surely.
That was my first thought, and I contemplated cutting her down and being done with it.
Oh, pardon me.
Contemplated it long and hard. Yet the Kami saw fit to deliver us from certain death. 'Twas their will that we survive, both of us, together. And together we shall go before our master. He shall be the one to judge.
Yet, I thought part of us brokering the deal with
Yeah, I thought we
Confederacy
were
and
told we didn't have to pay the tithe anymore. Anyway. Talking awful, nerd.
As Tensui says, we should move on. It would not do for Yotsui to be seen here. Now, if I know my sister, she'll already be waiting by the boat at the nearby pier. Let's go and see if I'm right.
Go Setsu. Thank the gods you're safe. It was all I could do to watch the battle from afar.
And it was all I could do to restrain her.
Can you blame me for worrying? As strong as the warriors of light are, anything could happen in that chaos. But enough about me. We need to talk about her. Greetings? They tell me you've lost your... You ever have the opportunity to tell you I told you so,
Mm-hmm.
but you really don't want to have to say I told you so?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck! That's fine, but I want you to know something. I won't taking my eyes off you. Not for a moment. These people are strange. You sure they're your friends?
I am. They may behave strangely, but I trust them with my life. You have naught to fear.
Right. If you say so.
Right. 'Tis past time we set sail. I, for one, would not keep Lord Hien waiting without due cause. Aye, and the longer we tarry, the more we risk inviting trouble. Lest you forget, the Red Kojin bear no love for Yotsuyu either. I shall deliver you to familiar shores, near Isari, but out of the villagers' sight.
Right, talking to Soroban.
Here is where we part ways, my friends. I pray the remainder of your journey passes uneventfully. When you are otherwise not occupied, I would speak with you about my next business venture. It promises to be extremely lucrative, and I do not say so lightly. After the prodigious sum spent acquiring a certain sword, it would present a fine opportunity to refill the Scion's coffers and restore a smile to Mistress Tartaru's face. Oh, come along. Tartaru was overreacting. How much could a single katana possibly cost?
Far more than you think, plainly. Blade like Gosetsu's is worth a fortune. To buy a house and furnish it too. She would know had you bothered to check the price.
What? I had no idea. The business of adventure of Soroban's. You'll give it a fair hearing, I trust. He's been good to us, after all. As for me, I think I shall look into drawing upon my personal funds.
I will be right back, Jordan.
Okay. Now I'm kind of curious about what... I think that unlocks Hell's Lid. Oh, yep. Okay. This indeed unlocks the Hell's Lid series of trials and Zilag.
Alright, I'm back. Oh, it's
Welcome back.
Baz.
Hey, Baz.
Hey, Baz. Been a while since I catch live. Yeah. We're all right
Indeed.
for the most part. We're a few questions to 4.2. A bunch of my predictions are coming true. Unfortunately. Uh.
We'll have to mark well this Sauron here, his quest here, because it unlocks probably one of the most adorable series of trials. Uh-oh, am I crashing out again?
No,
No.
no, you're good. I'm just getting back to stuff. All right. You giddy. Elation and so long story short, Baz, we played through the 4.0 campaign, and as we were going, I made a bunch of predictions. The main Natar. The main two being that Gosetsu wasn't dead, and they were going to try and redeem either Fordola, Yotsuyu, or both. We have just been introduced to Suyu. When I predicted that they would bring back Gosetsu and Yotsuyu, I predicted either one or both of them would have amnesia, probably Yotsuyu, so they would have an easier time excusing her deal so that she could be reformed or whatever. And we just read a message saying they've told you that we've told us that you've lost your memory. And I started reading that and went silent for about a minute and just went, ugh. So, yeah. Have really enjoyed Stormblood as a whole so far, though. Apparently crashing after your trip, so I was having a 3-hour nap when we started. Yeah. Well, you missed us taking a sojourn into WoW for a while when Jordan's internet went out, so...
Whee!
So yeah, elation and trepidation. Yugiri is eager to see Gosetsu safely back to their master. Except...
We must meet with Lord Hien as soon as possible, though mayhap not at the Enclave. I will send word requesting that it receives us at the House of the Fierce, where there are fewer prying eyes. If all are in agreement, I shall scout ahead and see that the way is clear. Pray follow as swiftly as you are able, and join me in the outskirts of Namai.
We also did...
Castrum.
Drowned City of Scala, I think it's called.
Oh, yeah, last time.
That was... I don't know. Wasn't a huge fan, but... All right, where are we off to? Am I?
Yeah, but we can't. Like we
No,
found is we
it's
can't just. Easier just to walk or fly,
Yeah.
because we can do that. Oh, that's the fun you missed of me in the last week when we unlocked flying in the locks, going to every gate guard who had a 5-foot loading screen, telling them off. That was fun.
Thank you, dear.
All is well. Good. The others are hiding nearby. Let us proceed quietly, if you please.
And how are you, Baz? How last time I think we talked, I think you had just been suffering from redundancy. And of course, Natara, my dear, how are you?
My lord Ian, I'm returned. Save your tears, comrade. For we who yet walk the path should not think too much of our destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms. And welcome it you did, even as the heat fell down around us. At that moment, in your smile, I spied a shred, one which I have clung to ever since. Gorsetsu, full glad am I to see you high and well. We have made this scene before, have we not? Though this time our roles are reversed. That they are. Meaning you know how I feel? Wholly at a loss for words. Welcome back, old friend. Now then,
Get to that in a
though
second,
we
Baz.
rejoice at your return, it seems you have brought with you certain complication. Rise, my friend. Tell me everything.
We're carrying on.
Place her into Fiasco.
All right, now that we're under our own power. Oh wait. Wait for Jordan to get to where I am.
No, I don't want to. Don't let her take me away.
It's all right, Soyu. I will come with you. Be a good girl. From a hound at his throat to a puppy at his heel. If this is an hound, it is a remarkable performance.
I'm into the non-voice
yeah.
part now.
Yeah. So, Natara says, I'm apparently all tired as fuck, but I'm home. Having a great time with some of that. That's awesome. I'm super glad for you, sweetie. Bass says, all sorted. Pretty much stopped playing Final Fantasy until something new appears. New stuff doesn't really appeal to me. Playing SWOTOR again now. I'll see how I feel about the new stuff. I had a talk with a friend. You may have seen them in chat. Tiny Tim. He was talking about how he's very excited to see how we handle the pre-patch for Shadowbringers, because this is, as everyone keeps telling me, this is where the game gets good. And I'm like, it fucking better. It's already a good game. It's just playing SWOTOR. So I love SWOTOR. I love SWOTOR with a passion. I have been playing since feel we've built it up too much. Yeah. I've been playing SWOTOR since the original beta, and at some point I need to get around to doing all of the content post Revan when the time skip happens. I just remember starting to play it, enjoying it quite a lot, and then getting to a point where there was no voice acting and it felt real. It felt really weird to not have voice acting in like quests and stuff.
That is weird, because it's like one of the big highlights to that game is that it's...
Yeah, but there were like a bunch of conversations where there was no voice acting, and it was a lot more like the original Knights of the Old Republic, where you would just like make a choice.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird, and it kind of I stopped playing. So yeah. Anyway, Tara says, "Honest, wasn't that due to a strike?" I don't know. I just know that after playing through 3 chapters of the main game and 2 expansions that were fully voice acted, to run into. Yeah, I was a founder. Was a founder on SWOTOR.
Me too.
I've got the title and everything. Um, when I ran smack bang into a bunch of stuff that didn't have voice acting, it just it really took me so far out of the game. At some point, maybe when we're done with Final Fantasy, we should go do the Kingdom of the Fallen Empire stuff, but we'll see.
Or when we feel
We
like we
shall
need a
see.
break from Final Fantasy.
All right.
All right,
Yeah.
Zapian.
Oh yeah. This one's going straight out to Natara. Thank you for delivering Gosetsu back to us in one piece. We are lucky indeed to have friends who would journey to the other side of the world to help us, and repeatedly at that. Yeah, there was a sax track a couple of years ago, but like, when did Kingdoms of the Fall Kingdom?
Night.
Oh yeah. Knights of the Fallen Empire happened. So Knights of So Knights of the Fallen Empire happened in 2015. Holy shit, that was 10 years ago.
Jesus. Has there been no other real major content patch for that game since?
Oh, there has.
Okay.
It was like Knights of the Fallen Empire, Knights of the Eternal Throne, and then there's been Onslaught and a bunch of other stuff. But I've just not engaged with any of the stuff post Fallen Empire, because I said the voice acting stuff really sort of, according to Wikipedia, there doesn't seem to be anything about a voice actor strike. Whatever.
Whatever.
We have much more to think upon, but as regards to the Empire, we can but watch and wait. Now then, seeing as you've come all this way, you must allow me to show you the Love-Nasium. I mean, around the Enclave. I would not have you thinking we've been idle in your absence. The rebuilding ever proceeds apace. I'm pleased to say we are now ready to welcome home our countrymen who were displaced by the war. Should they so desire it, there's a place here for those who fled to Eorzea. AKA, player housing's available now.
We should be delighted to accept your invitation, Lord Hien. I have no doubt that your subjects at Revenant's Toll will be heartened to hear that their lord has not forgotten them.
I think Baz just got a link hit by the old Moobot. Oh, it's nothing. I just thought the Gosetsu Inugiri would be back by now.
Forgive me, my lord, but Captain Jifuya is nowhere to be found.
Oh, he was here when I arrived.
For now, we have taken Yosuyu to a private chamber and assigned another to watch over her, my lord. But I find the passing strange that the captain should leave his post with an area word. It does seem most unusual. If you mean to look for the man, we'd be happy to assist you. We should be glad of the help. While I search without, mayhap you could ask our soldiers here if they know anything.
I will join you.
With respect, my lord, you should remain here. Should the Empire move against us, you will be better able to coordinate our response.
Here I thought I was in charge. But you have the right of it. Go on then, I will mind the house. What was the, what were you trying to link to, Baz? Wikipedia on the AAG strikes. Okay. Alright, Haname. You seek the captain? He passed by a little while ago. I wondered if I should tell someone. It happens. He didn't look well. You see, I asked if aught was the matter, and he told me the past had caught up with him. But I doubt that it was that. There are older men in his ranks.
Kaidate. Captain Jifuya. He was headed for the northern entrance when I saw him last. I was going to invite him to train with us, but he did not hear me call out to him. If you need him, I dare say the sentry on duty will be able to tell you more. Indeed, I suggested as much to Mistress Alize when she came asking earlier. Is something amiss? Liberation Front Sentry.
The captain went outside some few bells ago. Looking quite unwell, I'm sorry to say. This I mentioned to Lord Gosetsu, who straight away struck out after him. I hope they'll be alright. Gosetsu too? Is everyone bent on joining the search? It's all well and good, but someone's got to stay behind. There's no telling what the Empire's plotting. You go on. Nerd and I'll hold the fort. Why are we looking for this person?
I have a feeling, because I think he's supposed to be the one that was guarding the rooms where we're stashing Yotsuyu. Or he's supposed to be the one guarding the rooms where we're stashing Yotsuyu.
It made it sound like we were just putting Yotsuyu in his rooms rather than him being responsible for. What I'm trying to say is, Yotsuyu was being thrust upon him, not the other way around. If that makes any sense. All right, Jifuya.
By the Kami! You're not in! Leave me! Leave me, I beg of you! Say nothing of this! I was never here!
There you are.
Lady Yugiri! Lord Gosetsu! Forgive me, my abrupt disappearance.
You have your reasons, I am sure. You not share them.
I was her master when she was yet a courtesan.
By the Kami.
She worked in my establishment. Her father was a regular client of mine. One day, quite without preamble, he offered to sell her to me.
This is the third different origin story we've gotten for Yosetsu.
Yep.
The third different story.
He sold her, sure. When I first beheld her, I was struck by her beauty. And yet, behind her eyes there was an emptiness. It was as if she had given up on life. She seemed more a doll than a woman. It was no profession for her. But I knew she would be popular. And so it proved.
quite an
Pay me no
pertinent observation, you giddy. Gosetsu strikes me as one of those people that is going to try and make everybody happy, but please no one. And
You giddy? But yeah, it's again.
but that's the third different origin story we've gotten for Yotsuyu's now,
Yep.
and I'm starting to actually get pissed off with it.
Like two of them we can attest to unreal. They could all be parts of the same story, but they're not presenting them as we as the consumers of the tale aren't getting anything that binds them together.
So the three pieces of information that we've gotten so far, right, are from the Echo Vision, which was as a young child, Yotsuyu was with her related family and sold to the Empire to become part of the Manufactorium, basically. The next piece of information we have from Yotsuyu's villain monologue at the end of Doma Castle, where she says she wasn't sold into the Manufactorium. She was, in fact, married off to a drunk man who abused her. And now we're hearing that from Jifuyu, or whatever his face was, that she was never with her extended family. She was never given into the Empire. She was, in fact, sold to him as a pleasure doll, basically. Those three story arcs have issues that prevent the other ones from being true. So yeah, well, technically two of them would be unreliable narrators, because the other one is Yotsuyu herself. But if Jifuyu is reacting this way, he has to know that's Yotsuyu. And I wouldn't necessarily call the Echo an unreliable narrator, because everything it's shown us is true.
So, from the Encyclopedia Eorzea, which is a real world encyclopedia book. Orphaned as a child, Yotsuyu was taken in by her aunt and uncle. However, her adoptive parents little welcomed her then, and they welcomed her even less after the birth of their son, Asahi. Permitted no indulgence, she learned to have no fancies, but would retain her sweet tooth from better days gone by. When Doma became an imperial province, the young woman briefly attended school, but soon she was instead put to work, performing backbreaking labor with naught but inserts as a reward. Her life of servitude continued until her brother was accepted into the Magitech Academy. She was married off to the master of another clan, a man more than twice her age, who beat her as he pleased. For good or for ill, he passed away within a few years, and she was sold off to be a courtesan to pay off his debts. It was then that she assumed the mantle of an imperial spy and took her life into her own hands. So it's, I guess it's less that...
I feel that Either I'm misunderstanding what's being told to us, or there's some issues with translation or something. Because they definitely said that it was her father that sold her,
Yeah.
not her husband. They definitely said when we watched the Echo thing that she was being sent to a manufactorum. I don't fucking know. Let's not dwell on it. Let's just move on.
Forgive me. Now is not the time for brooding. Come, let us rejoin the others. Alright. Yeah, there's the hole.
Title of your sex tape. Boom.
Alright. What's up, Ian?
Oh, the other thing we did last time that we didn't really talk about, we went on an adventure with Nanamo.
Oh.
And lots of people were really ableist towards Rauban.
Yep. And Rauben and Nanmo
talking-
definitely don't want to hook up.
Yeah, they definitely don't want to fuck. They absolutely don't want in any way anything to do with each other. Alright, talking to Lord Hien. I thank you for your help in this search. Gosetsu has told me all that transpired. I would not presume to defend the life Jifuya led before the front, nor will I condemn it. Frankly, it's not my place to judge. I'll say only this. The Jifuya I know has ever been a man of courage. Should he feel driven to flee bespeaks the depths of his terror. Even now, Yotsuyu casts a shadow over the realm. But the question of what is to be done with her must wait. Empire is on the move once more.
Alright, Hien.
Storm on the horizon. The Empire is on the move. Hien would not be caught on the back foot. While you were out searching for Jifuya, we received word from our shinobi allies. An Imperial airship has been sighted over Doman soil. Our visitor's objective remains unclear. Maybe another attempt to recover Yotsuyu, or a prelude to invasion, like communications disruptions. Either way, the craft reportedly advances at speed. Appears bound for Castrum Fluminis. We need to go there and ascertain their intent. Right out in force, it will only end one way. So we should keep our numbers to a minimum. Yugiri, warriors, can I count on you?
Yes, my lord. Solemn nods. Alizé and I would fare and play our part as well. We will not stand idly by while a common foe threatens the lands of our friends and allies.
We would be glad of the help. Acquainted with Hakuro, I believe. I bid you seek him out and assist in maintaining order in the Enclave. Jordan?
When the people see an Imperial airship, they are liable to panic. I would have you reassure them, and should it come to it, aid in their evacuation.
I read that. Did you not hear me?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Very well. We shall depart at once. Do take care. What of me, my lord?
The Empire may well be after Yotsuyu. You are to remain here and guard her until my return.
As you wish. Pray stay close to the adventurers in Ugiri.
Well, well. Guard duty and not a breath of protest. Now I have seen it all. Castrum Fulminus, then. Let us find out what the Empire's game is. How are you still allowing a castrum on Dolman soil? You... It's almost like you didn't win the Liberation War. If we port to Namai, then we can fly from there. How's that?
Sounds good to me. It's that, or he's just keeping the castrum as fortresses for his people to use.
True. Talking to Lord Hien.
So I feel like this is where we rescued all the people from.
It is, yeah. The area is secure. Whatever our visitors' purpose, they plainly believe they can achieve it alone. Crash should come into view at any moment. Let us await them inside the castrum.
Hey, look, it's not raining anymore.
Smokes. Thoughts, Yugiri? seems I need not introduce myself, not in the presence of the famed Yugi Mistwalker. Your skills as a shinobi are known far and wide, my lady. It is true. The former acting viceroy is my sister. Yet, bonds of kinship aside, we have precious little in common. As will soon become plain, I come not to sow strife, but to end it. I am of the Populares, a collective which represents the interests of the common man. Long have we labored to bring about reform to the Empire's provincial policy. Happily for us, our master acknowledges the need for change. Indeed, His Radiance, Emperor Varys Zos Galvus, personally sanctioned this mission, granting me the authority to speak with his voice. To negotiate peace with Dora.
Well then, we have much to discuss. Will you accompany me to my hall?
Gladly, my lord.
I appreciate Natara in the chat there. Fuck you, Asahi. I mean, wow, a new person. I bet they're awesome. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Alright, let's see what Lord Hien has to say. Bob, I don't think your mic's coming through Discord. One second, folks.
So go ahead and put me on speaker so the stream can hear me.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm having some technical issues on my end.
Mm-hmm.
So we have two options. One, stop and hope I can figure them out before Friday. Or two,
Wait, I just started hearing you come through on Discord there. Weird.
Really?
Oh, not anymore. Now I've lost you again.
So yes, we have two options. Stop and hope I can figure this out before Friday. Or carry on and you read everything.
All right, here we go. Me.
So what's the plan?
Oh, I think we'll carry on. Let me try reading everything here, and I'll leave Discord open in case
I
they're
can
able to.
still hear you through Discord.
Oh, that's wild.
The issue I think is with my microphone.
Okay.
I think I might need a new cable. So, yeah. Alright, I'll hang up and get back to the game.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. All right. We shall escort our guests across the river to the Enclave. Yugiri, pray go on ahead to the Zuka Manor docks and see that the ferries are ready. All right. Whee! Yeah, I have a feeling that for the next patch he's gonna. Yeah, Asahi's showing up right when Yotsuyu's got amnesia is surely just a coincidence. Um, and yeah, Asahi is must. I mean, just look at that face. It's just a sweetheart of a face. Alright, you giddy. Yeah. Who could ever want to punch him over and over and over? Oh, damn, Natara. No person you hate more in this game than Asahi? Alright, you Gary, what do you have to say for yourself? Lord Hien and I will accompany the Imperial delegation on the first ferry. When you're ready, speak to the boatman and join us on the other side. Why are we letting... Uh-oh. Bob appears to be disconnected. Alright, Bob's disconnected. We're gonna wait a minute and see what if he messages me about that. All I know, things could be going bad around his area. I saw some TikToks of the neighborhood where I grew up in, where literally it was just rivers instead of roads. Hey, Bob's having internet issues. Bob just sent me a text. He says now it's my turn for internet issues. This stream is fucking cursed. Not wrong. Why can't I? Alright, I'm going to go off and do some solo stuff for the next couple of hours. Bob's going to do... go take a breather from all the tech issues. So yeah. I guess we'll just keep working on clearing out some of my... what is this? Quest log. If there's any other game you'd like to see me play, please feel free and shout it out and tell me you want to watch me play something different. For all of you who are in here, who is in here still? Baz, Natar, Frere, you're all still here. Happy to show off any of the other games I enjoy playing. I know I gave Natara some heck about checking out the Star Treks. Where do I want to go? I want to go to the observatorium, I think. Right? Yeah. Where am I headed? Armvale. That's where I'm headed. Boop, 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 boom, boom. So yeah, with the fact that we've been streaming these alts, and I haven't taken as much time to do stuff on my quote unquote main character. This one's become more of my main, so I've been treating her as such. From the Maelstrom, I presume. Yes, should suppose. The Holy See is not want to beseech assistance from foreign armies, but the task before us is a daunting one. We're not charged by their own part. Maybe you've already heard rumors of the Armed Veil. Many miners have learned the cabin streets. The Noxious Students don't give them carnival surrounds with that like happy to oblige. While there's little we do with the former, dispatching the latter will give. And to the Armed Veil, which I wonder, is the Armed Veil? It is. Ha 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 ha. Insta-Q because it's part of the Hujawats. The Alright. Hug the wall, right? Yeah, hug the wall, sneak. No, not that way. Try not to attract that frog. Alright, take the F tool though. I did get Thunder Pony as part of my clearing of everything. So that was kind of cool. Dope. Yeah, nope. Off for the fruit. There we go. That's it. Sorry, sorry if I sort of fall off on the whole talking thing. I can sell it. Sometimes running dungeons for me, I can get kind of in the zone. But yeah, anything you want to know about me, anything you want to ask me about, talk to me about, please feel free to shout it out in the chat. Well, why aren't you running dungeons with me? It's heckin' rude. Alright, hardest boss ever. I joke that the coin counter is the hardest boss ever, because he quite literally is probably the definition of an easy tank and spank in this game. Mechanically, he's probably one of the simplest bosses I've ever encountered in this game. Alright, come on. Oh, I went down. What are some other things you can do? You can spend your channel points. You can make me change classes mid-game. Obviously, you can't make me change classes mid-dungeon, but I can change classes mid-stream here. Do. Huh. Defeat the Miser's Mistress. I can do this. I should probably be a little closer to a marble fruit. Get the back here. Oh, screw it. Can I do it without losing? Let's give it to the dancer. Nope, dancer left. Samurai it is. Alright. Return to Maelstrom Command. You got it, dude. And then we're going to the aft castle. I know that you will triumph, Sergeant. The swiftness, certainty with which you have done so is impressive indeed. Head of the foreign levy, I dare say, I've been proud of an adventure under my command. Rest assured that your deeds will be conveyed to the powers that be, till cease will is all. Dope. Apply for a promotion. Complete rank 2. Complete a trial as well as complete rank 2. You've yet to fulfill the latter. Guess what, folks? Going hunting. Going hunting. Southern Finland, the Sagoli Desert. Alright, what am I looking for? I'm looking for multi-divinators. Oh, I should show you Thunder Pony. Thunder Pony. Am I just running through massacring Amalia? Yes. Yes, I am. Cool. Bloodshore, Eastern La Noesca. Is there probably a better way to do this? Yes. Yes, there is. Am I going to do it? No. No, I'm not. Alright, we're on the hunt for Cold Bolts. Kobold Pitmen. Oh, those are Kakirans. Hello. Sunken Temple of Karn. Ooh. Alright, we're about to find something out, guys. Can I unsync Solo? Night, Baz. Thanks for hanging out with us. Sunken Temple of Karn. Well, that's a good start. Alright, so that was the bats. Now we're looking for condemned. Come on, I kind of just want to... Question is, how much can I leash into one go? Come here, you. Ooh. I got a machinist's arm. That's dope. I think if there's one thing that's tricky to get in this one, it's getting the helms to collapse, where the heads to collapse where they need to. All right. There's no treasure up here. It's going to be all about collapsing this head on that button right there. There we go. This is going a lot smoother than last time I tried to unsync run this. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, there's a condemned. You're what I want. 2 more of those little blue balloons. Oh, that'll do it. Come on. Come on. Oh, alright. Dope. Alright. Who's next? Outer La Nuesca, the Iron Lake. I gotta go into the Ungaro mines anyway. Cool. Yeah, I have to go into the Ungoro Mines because I've got the Titan Extreme to unlock. I can words. Well, there's a priest. I need one of them. Betty's men. Oh, there's one there. Alright, so that's all of them. Alright. Oh, they were all over in these mines too. Got it. Cool. Nope, alright, that's not the way. Confront the Titan Naval Extreme. Well, let's find out, shall we, guys? Is 23 levels enough to take on an extreme trial? Alright, what's the bidding pool at, folks? Oh no! on borders. Shit. Oh, damn it. Alright, Tara, if you're still available. I don't think I can hit him fast enough to deal with this. I think that one was very much a... I can't do this fast enough. Oh, you weren't even playing. Oh, I didn't mean to drag you from whatever you were doing. I could have begged my guildies. Oh no, Frary. Have good luck trying to find new sandals. Sorry that the ones you brought are no good. Ooh, double Dark Knight. Oh. Easy mode. Aw. And no pony. I'm not gonna lie, that's like the most depressing part. Tighten it, but I'm gonna finish unlocking this stuff, Nataro, and then maybe one of these days we'll just sit and we'll farm, find out if Bob's got any of the extremes unlocked too, and we'll sit and farm all the ponies, and then all the birds. What came after birds? Dogs? Right? No, I might just keep you around. If you're gonna stick around, I'll keep you around. For whatever future. Ooh, D&D. What do you play? Tell me more. Pray, return to the Viking Sands. What yeah, tell me about about your D&D campaign. Trade her. Ba-dum-bum. We're ready to go smack around Ifrit. Alright, blah 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 blah. Agent P, Doofenshmirtz is up to his old tricks again. Rah, 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 rah. As for your FC person, it only stops them from getting to loot that for that week. If they do the earlier fight after reset, they skip it, so long as they don't skip it again. I forgot to turn off I put the chat blocker on. Whatever. It's not like what we say here is any worse than what you'll see in our chat. Alright, Ntar, are you ready? Are you ready? Alright, we're putting pony vibes out there, folks. We're putting the pony vibes out. Pony vibes. Pink Pony Club. no, I didn't. Damn it. Yeah, I know. Had me excited for a second because sometimes the mount items are horns. Go away, Asians. Now I'm curious. Bowl of Embers Extreme. Okay, so they're whistles from the ponies come with a car whistles. Good lord. $27 levels really make that much of a difference? Alright, and then we pray return to the Waking Sands. And I think that unlocks all of them from... I think that unlocks all the ARR. Extreme Trials. Orange, what do you have for me now? Oh, okay. Unlocks Rowena. Random mount time. Why not? Oh, big ass mount. Different mount. Fat chocobo. Oh, so she... Okay. I'm going to just abandon this quest for now. Got it. I understand what this is doing. I understand what she wants me to do. Alright. Alright, who am I talking to here? Not one of my associates. This banquet is for invited guests only. If you have no business here, make your way at once. According to my name is Ellie, report from Mithril Live. I may never just one. There's 2 guilds sensational stride. Read your tires from screen. Print with teeth. There's letter of challenge. could you tell me my daughter is in danger? I can show you that your concern is entirely unwarranted. I have not kept my Arabella safe to this day to see her whisked away from me by some fly-by-night rogue. I have spared no expenses getting the best protection money can buy. The brass blades of Garibaldi, the most lethal swordsman in the Sultanate. And once I once was my heart burst by looking around askance. The moment they set eyes on this would-be thief would be his last. The thief is obliging enough to allow himself to be seen, or do those cause the wearer look utterly ridiculous. Consulting Inspector Baird on your reputation procedure, what pray tell would you propose? I promise some of the wealthiest men in my realm and my daughter will be attending the festivities. To renege on my word would have dire implications for the family trade. Proposal is simple and just an investigation to me. The thief will be in shackles before the banquet commences. It will cost you not a whit of your precious skill. Very well, I may see your representation well deserved, but consider yourself warned. Greater fortunes than you will ever know will hinge upon this banquet. I will not tolerate any disturbances. Such is concern for my partner, so much the same for his daughter. But do tell, Inspector, after you slipped under our noses the last time, what would make significant this time around? Our man may boast 1,000 foes, but a single modus operandi is painful out. So the letter of challenge, precious treasure whisked away from its rightful owner in the broad of daylight. Something that our thieves' intensity of spring confidence and ability. Still, it seems to target the man used the same methods used to abscond with the treaty blade. Even now, the fiend is our miss. I mean, assume the identity of someone who will be close with the feast. I've already narrowed the field. Brothers betrothed Vans would be an obvious target for our thieves. So too would his father Morgant. He also notes when his wife Sienna gets honor will give toast to the couple's happiness. Both will be staying close to the stage where the bride to be is set to appear. Needless to say, we cannot rule out Grugerman himself. Finally, we have London's steward Grugerman State, Mr. as personal attendant. All the key players, save for the Lapis maiden herself, have assembled at Costa del Sol. Dells, the Phantom Thieves lurks among them, his face concealed, gathering information, planning his course of attack. Though again, question or suspect immediately. Should you encounter any suspicious individual, you report back to me at once. Hildebrand Manor, I just found those dungeon videos seen in components from a mile away. Pleasure is all mine, contriving Inspector Braid, and forgive me for not revealing myself sooner. I simply conducting a bit of preliminary undercover investigative work. Yet to see through my ingenious disguise with such ease. I dare say your powers of precision rival my own. Fear not, friends. I, Hildebrand, ancient of inquiry, any Mandeville man can. He does realize there's still a fish on his head, doesn't he? Inspector Rivers, we had not seen eye to Monaco in the past, but a fair maiden's virtue may have very life is at stake. From one gentleman to another, was decided differences. Yes, I would welcome your assistance in this case. May I assist you? Aren't you a funny man? Oh, it makes no matter. My plan is so flawless, man, your bungling can interfere this time. If you wish to assist me, you may do so by keeping watch over the suspects. In the meantime, I promise to lead to investigate. I shall return before the banquet begins. Well, I know that this may be as much. Do not try to do anything too stupid in my absence, will you? Speak with you, but not here. I'll be waiting for you outside Costa del Sol. Come quickly. We don't have the luxury of time. You come, excellent. With that buffoon suitably distracted, we can get to more important matters. Before we begin, what might I call you? Unremarkable name, but it will suffice. Now, answer me this. You were there when the Phantom Thief and the Gaslighted Joy still over the tree. Wait, was there anything about our foe's disguise trick that is particularly noteworthy? Obvious answer, and yet all too many. A certain self-styled gentleman comes to mind. Could not recognize a clue if it hit him upside the face. Observation is true. As though throw a mask left behind, at the scene revealed tiny prisms sewn to the fabric. It is this stone that allows him to change his appearance at will, and no ordinary thing. Magic's far outside the grasp of a common folk are at his disposal. This in itself gives us insight to his identity and his ways. Now, this is not what caught my eye. No, from movements and mannerisms to that utterly obnoxious personality, the thief did not merely look like Lady Gerota, he was her. Such a feat could not be accomplished by magical trickery alone. Then the clever and thorough criminal, not content to rely on his simple powers to disguise, studies his targets closely before assuming their identities. He emulates an utterly that not even their closest friends or family could detect all that was amiss. All the key players arrived at Kestis 3 days ago. When preparations for the banquet begin, I will afford our thieves more than enough time to study as would be target. Yet some disguises are more challenging than others. Put yourself in the mind of the Phantom. If you were a thief, whose identity would you first assume? Brass blade. Precisely. Clearly, you're far less useless than that bumbling inspector whose company you keep. Strong in number, few of words, able to come and go as they please. A fearsome reputation scare away anyone drawn near enough to realize something was amiss. The ideal entry to Custis soul for our man. Deducing as much as I may point to question the best places in the area. Look to my surprise, I learned there was one man who's not been seen at his favorite alehouse for 3 days past. Our thief has not made a habit of wanton murder. Doubtless the poor man is lying naked in a ditch not far from here. This should do his general security duties. Each of the police has been assigned to serve as a bodyguard for one or more of the guests. If the man can tell us, charged like it's not our thief will not carry the unconscious man far. I will canvass the immediate area, beginning our search on the outskirts of Custody of the Soul. Track down the missing brass blade. Dope. So he claims that that the man of our target is not for wanton murder, but he's just left the person chained up out on the beach with giant crabs like it was nothing. Pretty damn close to some wanton murder there, if you ask me. Thanks, Natara. I'm probably just going to finish this leg of the quest, and I'm going to be off myself here. Excellent, you're one of the less common to work with. Gods, please show me to with snippers eat me alive. Yeah, now tell me what you remember what happened to you, but try to be brief. Just read Custis a lot of brief and a source master. More grandfather, and the other was Allah. Were there any other guests with whom you were ordered to interact? Those the steward. I was to review within the schedule of advance, discuss the protection of key supplies, that sort of thing. Oh. For an incompetent fool, your testimony has proved astonishing and enlightening. I shall see this man back to the city in the possession of some new clothes, after which I shall try to continue the investigation. Don't cause too much trouble in my absence. Oh, there you are, friend. Not a moment too soon. I was about to commence my investigation. Morgan, it's not surprising me. Yes, the lab is made in danger. We not 4 months delay. I had Bruce. Friend, the sector shall be none the wiser. If he had hopes to nab the fiend for himself, he would not sympathize with that from himself. There's one of our suspicious under the canopy over there. If you just wait, fiend, I shall rip the mask from your face from beauty for the rogue that you are. Stand back, fiend. The man who should slip at the tongue. I am in danger. So ready to quill for the record by every word as I employed the time-honored art of parley, handed down from Mandeville. Reveal our foe. Just my readers less than your blatherings. Just to catch thieves so I can have my story, would you? Don't worry, Inspector. I brought my quill and journal too. Your adoring fans won't miss a word. Capital. This is why you are my favorite assistant. Now, shit. Oh, as I insert, I pray with the way of words leading to his inevitable demise. Good evening, Master Gitter. Trying to use speed for you, changing Miss Arabella. No, that was my daughter. You just send me all your guards. I was your choice was going to this is Hildebrand, agent and inquiry inspector extraordinary. Come to save the whole of the last in the clutches of the phantom thief, have you? And we owe the men our gratitude, Ivans. Phantom thief, about a dash and Ronnie asked me. That said, my betrothed quite the beauty. Didn't have such rumors have been told about her. Perhaps she's worthy of me after all. He exudes an unusual degree of confidence for such an effete fashion-challenged youth. Most suspicious. He's a damn sight easier in the eyes than you. So that's me, Vans. Ever come in the face of danger. Truly his father's son. Worthy heir to the Bagger consortium. Worthy match for my daughter, I must say. Yes, I foresee many years of prosperity in our families. Our family, I should say. Ho, ho, ho. Reminds me, Master Vans. Arabella has particularly gratitude for your golden class. Let's go. I still not left for since the day. Well, there's nothing to tell you about Grace Church than normal years once we are wed. Ha 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 ha. Time-honored Mandeville art of parley. You'll be sleeping with the fishes now that I'm smoking up your path. That's said. Nothing about the interaction between the three struck me as particularly unnatural. Haha. Let's not rush to conclusion, Miss Ellie. Gentleman fancies a more methodical approach. Yes, everything is proceeding according to my master plan. Oops, I was supposed to be taking this down, wasn't I? Everything is proceeding according to my master plan. I'm so to earn the trust of the families before confronting the Yeltsin Noto and Mother, who aroused my suspicion from the start. Come, we have a thief to apprehend. I think I want to end it up here, folks. Mostly because now I think I'm pretty much alone. So please make sure, thank you for coming out and hanging out with us today for our super stream. Make sure you follow us on the socials so you know every time we go live. If we are not back sooner, we'll be back on Friday. So check us out. Twitter, see when we go live, 321 Podcast. Blue Sky, we are 321tv.bsky.social. Threads, we are at 321_tv.live. And on Mastodon, the Mastodon.social server, we are at 321_tv. Check out our YouTube, 32bit.ly /321_Y_T for all of our live replays, or most of them at the very least. And then, of course, check out our merch store, 321-tv-shop.fourthwall.com for all your 321 merch desires. So, with that, let's see if I have a raid target for us. Yeah, we're going to raid Angie again. Doing some Yakuza. Send you off as we always do. Guys, gals, non-binary pals, and all those beyond that spectrum. The words of the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. Please be excellent to each other. Party on gender-specific honorifics, and we will see you next time.